Hello, my name's Dustin. I go by Limestone Picker here on YouTube, and this is my VHS collection. Alright, so it's been a little bit over a year, maybe more, it's probably closer to 2 years since I've done a VHS collection video, and now that we are in the new YouTube studio, I have everything set up the way that I pretty much want it to be. Almost exactly the way I envisioned it when I was in the other room. The only thing that was different is I wanted to have a TV stand that came up to about here in between the two shelves. Ended up that TV stand was too long, so we're gonna go through all the shelves, including the TV stand, because there is some stuff down there I'd like to show off a little bit. But as you can see right here, we have the Toy Story 1995 poster. A couple of neat little doodads around. Might go over that at the end of the video because you guys came here for the VHSs, so that's what we're going to talk about. So in this first box, I do have like little things scattered around. Most of the movies that are on the bottom are ones that I'm least likely to pull out and watch. But I've got like a Simpsons box set, some Jim Carrey movies, all the South Parks right there, Dirty Work, that's a great movie. Moving down to the second one, ended up having to pull these. I added some Power Ranger stuff over there. All the TMNT and Power Ranger stuff were together, so the movies got moved over. But these are more just filler titles. There's Tom Hanks over there. Just things that I didn't have like a specific section for. A few more other little doodads, like a 90s thermos and Dale Earnhardt Cup, Rugrats stuff. Moving down, this is more of the music section. Shania Twain, Jimi Hendrix, Billy Joel, Guns N' Roses, Michael Jackson, Aaron Tippin, Brooks and Dunn, you know, all that. Actually picked this up recently, the Lion King piggy bank. Nathaniel got one just like it. He-Man figures, some other stuff, Brooks and Dunn VHS. Coming down here is the wrestling section. I've got the first 13 WrestleManias on VHS in a box set. Suburban Commando, some Hulk Hogan figures, he's my favorite. There's some Columbia releases and more sports movies I think are down there, but doesn't really matter what's back there. It's not anything great. This isn't VHS, this is just all my Nickelodeon DVDs. Wanted to separate them. This is two stacks, so there's one behind this and then there's this one. So back up top here we have more Hulk Hogan stuff, some Transformers figures, like the original SpongeBob Uno set, an original Empire Strikes Back Burger King glass. But there's some Sam Elliott up here, some of these in between cases. They're not clamshells, but they're not slip cases either. They're all the same size as the rental cases. Most of these are movie gallery. I like collecting those, so I have a bunch of them. Anytime I see them, I pick them up. But we got G.I. Joe, Raw Deal, some other stuff over there. Here's the Nickelodeon section in great detail. Got a bunch of figures. I've just been throwing them up here as I find them. Josh actually gave me this Nickelodeon Cranker eraser. There's the eraser. The blister just fell off. But yeah, I don't know what year that's from. 1997. But yeah, we've got Ren and Stimpy, Doug, Rugrats, a lot of Rugrats. Just Clarissa Explains It All, Whoopi, Wild Thornberries, The Amanda Show, SpongeBob. Just a lot of figures. It is really, like, I think this is the dustiest shelf because I didn't want to take everything off of it. But there's all the little figures. There's the gold SpongeBob. If you didn't think it existed, I have one. I pulled it. But yeah. So then moving down here, it's the CBS Fox. And I got rid of a lot of them, but I kept the Star Wars and stuff. Because Star Wars, okay, this shelf's dusty too, but either way. I've got some original Star Wars figures that I found. Down here, the R2-D2 isn't original, but all the rest of them are. But all those watches are from Burger King. They were mine as a kid. We got Rambo. This is more action-y stuff, I guess. Then coming down here, more sports stuff. High Road to China. That's kind of an uncommon Tom Selleck movie to find. I've found 2 of them. We've got Larry Bird, Bigfoot, Beverly Hillbillies, Kareem. A lot of those are CBS Fox releases. Michael Jordan Airtime, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Come Fly With Me. The 92 Year in Sports, it has the Dream Team on it, so I wanted to get that. Another Larry Bird movie. I think the 2 Larry Bird movies are the exact same. They're just different releases. But Larry Bird is my favorite basketball player of all time. We have a Video Now right here, if you remember these. And it's got Rocket Power in it. I got this at an estate sale for like $4. This is a Darth Vader cup from the 80s, Spuds MacKenzie. Moving down here, I'm not exactly sure what's in the back row, but you can see a little bit back there. Okay, it says the rest of my John Hughes collection. I have a bunch of John Hughes movies. There's some of those back there and other stuff, but this is just filler stuff that didn't fit anywhere else, so I put it down here. Spuds MacKenzie, the original Party Animal, Fleetwood Mac, The Exorcist, Animal House, some Clint Eastwood, Chevy Chase, another NBA VHS. That is a sealed. Hear that?
You hear that? They're still saran wrapped.
Blue's Clues VHS. Got that. Some more Nickelodeon stuff. Like these were all taped together at a thrift store, and they got ruined. But until I find new copies, I'll just keep those, I guess. And then just a few more other things, you know, just filler stuff. So the TV that I have in my room is a Sony Trinitron. I'm not sure what size it is, but it does the trick. And then I got like an old TV remote that I found at Zenith. It doesn't work, but I think it's cool. I've got an 80s TV guide I keep sitting here because it's got the Hulkster, Tom Selleck, Ronald Reagan, Alf, all them on the cover of it. But down here, we've got my game systems. We've got a Super Nintendo, Angus Young Funko Pop, the box to a Britney Spears one, my N64. If you remember juice boxes, I have one of those down here. My PS2, I really wanted it to feel like you went to Blockbuster movie gallery on a Saturday night and you're hanging out with your buddies. So I put those on top of the PS2. There's my VCR. Then I got Space Jam up there. This thing right here, if you remember Hit Clips, I have a bunch of those. But this little case is filled with the Hit Clips. So just electronics from the 90s I like to keep around. Then up here we have my clamshell cases. I don't think very much has changed about this since the last one. I do have more, but they're on the bottom row. But pretty much, you know, Power Rangers, these are all movies that I had when I was a kid, except for like a few. So we got some Gremlin stuff up top, Disney Store box filled with like old trading cards. Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, that dude from Small Soldiers, I found him recently. Moving down here is the Power Rangers collection. So we've got all these VHSs of Power Rangers, and then a lot of the weapons. I just love Power Rangers. It's one of my favorite things to collect for, especially vintage. Josh actually gave me this. It's a watch with changeable faces. The blue Centurion, I think that's his gun. We got the Lost Galaxy sword and like changeable thing. Space blaster or whatever. Some Tiger handhelds. We got Turbo and Mighty Morphin. And just a lot of different stuff in there. I love that shelf. Coming down here, this is my comedy. I guess it's my comedy. Most of it's Adam Sandler up top and Saturday Night Live. But just something that I've always loved is Adam Sandler movies. So we have that down there. We've got my Woody and Buzz bubble bath down there with Mr. Beefy peeing on them. And the Shania Twain picture. I found that for $1 at a thrift store. Thought it was pretty funny. And Dale Earnhardt car. And then down here, we have sci-fi, I guess, fantasy movies. I'm not sure. I just threw all these together, but you got Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, Jurassic Park, some Westerns down there, Godzilla, and then these are actually original Jurassic Park soap and bubble bath. And then I have the newest Jurassic Park Dominion Barbasol can. Mickey and Friends, like if you ever went to the Disney store in the late 90s and 2000s, like this stuff right here is amazing. I've also got that up there. Got that at a yard sale. Got a whole stack of them. But we got a vintage cherry Coke. I don't even remember where I picked this up at, but I think it was like $2 or $3. It's just from the 80s, and I love it. We've got a Hardee's Home Alone 2 cup. And then on the bottom shelf, we have more clamshells. So I found an actual release of Our Friend Martin, if you remember that from watching it in school. I know we did. The Warner clamshells, I like those. Some more music over here. Def Leppard and Nirvana, Rush. These are some of my favorite things to find. We got the Diddy Kong Racing one, you've seen that in a video before. The Banjo-Kazooie one, you've seen that in a video before. I'm pretty sure this one's been in a video before, but this is like a Target one. Get into the game. And it shows like all these for PlayStation and N64. And then I do have another Nintendo one. 1080 Snowboarding, Ken Griffey Jr.'s Baseball, and NBA Courtside with Kobe on the cover. Yeah, I got that for 59 cents at a Goodwill. So those are always fun to have. The next shelf is the infamous Mary-Kate and Ashley shelf. This shelf really hasn't changed a lot since the last time either. Still got the Game Boy. I've downsized it a lot, actually. Most of them, I went to the clamshell instead of having the slider cases. Don't really care to have the slider cases, honestly. But this one I found out the birthday when they go to Six Flags in it. So that one is displayed up front now. And then moving down, we have the Pokemon collection. And I have to have like a large chunk of the Pokemon VHSs. But I haven't found any new ones recently. I have found one, but it was a double. So yeah, we got that. Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, some Pokemon figures, a Stranger Things lot, some more Pokemon stuff. All of it, a lot of this stuff was mine when I was a kid. But really surprised that I still have a lot of it. So I like to display it. This shelf is more comedy. We got like the Sixth Man, Wayans Brothers stuff, Ernest, Robin Williams stuff, the Three Ninjas. We have this Power Rangers guy right there. And behind those we have Gone Fishing, Hulk Hogan and Three Ninjas, High Noon at Mega Mountain. I think there's another one. Yeah, there's Kickback. I don't have Knuckle Up on VHS, but that one was a good one also. We have the Batman Returns, or Batman and Robin, I'm not sure. The one with Schwarzenegger in it. Cut back there, the Mark McGuire Huntsville Stars bobblehead. And down here is the final VHS section. That is a Mario like divider and planter from the 80s. Found that at Goodwill. But this is the horror section. We got Scream, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, Jeepers Creepers, Final Fantasy, Idle Hands, I Know What You Did Last Summer. There's some more down there, but I really don't want to move those. Some horror figures I have, Frankenstein and Phantom of the Opera, and Michael Myers and Pennywise. And then we have the Terminator Cup to go down there. The last shelf is just books, so I'm not really going to talk about those. But if you stuck around this long, I think you do deserve to see a little bit more. So I haven't showed this room off a lot, mainly because it's a mess, but I cleaned up this side of it, so we can show you like around the tops here. Over here we got all my Toy Story original figures, Power Rangers figures, Hulk Hogan. We got some stuff going down, Hulk Hogan, Terminator 3 figure, Home Improvement, Hot Wheels, Jeepers Creepers, Last Action Hero, a Turbo Man. A lot of my Toy Story stuff up here. Power Rangers tray, some cars, Rex. I mean, all the little things that you see. And then around the poster, we've got a walkie-talkie for Power Rangers. Just lots of kind of cool stuff that I love looking at. Some more hit clips, Hercules stuff. Those are the only other VHSs I have. It's the original 2 seasons of the movies that made us. But anyways, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a little fun along the way. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Really helps me out. We'll see you later.